So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. Today we're going to be talking about terminating someone in Nigeria. This is part of a long-running series on this channel to do comparative human resources, specifically comparing the United States and the rest of the world, and really surrounding terminations and hirings. We're going to go today to Nigeria. Nigeria, situated in West Africa, is a nation of vast contrast and boundless vitality. With a population exceeding 200 million, it's a tapestry of diverse cultures, languages, and landscapes. From the bustling metropolis of Lagos, where the pulse of the nation beats in rhythm, to the serene beauty of the Niger Delta, Nigeria offers a kaleidoscope of experiences. And that's what brings us to Nigeria today to discuss how to fire someone in Nigeria, and specifically what the labor laws look like in the country. Surrounding hiring or surrounding terminations in Nigeria is very similar to the United States. They can dismiss an employee for any reason. They do need to state the reason for a termination. There's, of course, terminations for gross misconduct, and when that happens, they have the ability to dismiss an employee when the conduct of the employee is of a serious and weighty nature. I think what is a little bit interesting is that before dismissal, the employer must pay all the money that the employee is owed, and I think that that's kind of interesting. I'd like to know how that exactly works out. Like, do you just give them a pot of money and then say, "Oh, by the way, you're fired," or can you say, "Hey, you're fired, and here's the pot of money that we owe you"? The latter case is the situation in most of the United States, including California and many other states, where you have to pay a person immediately upon termination. There can be severance pay. It's generally regulated by the terms of the contract of employment, and it is based on the final salary of the employee, their age, and their length of services. You do have to give a notification in writing for the reasons for the dismissal, and the employees can do a response to that. This is not common in the United States, except in Montana, where that is required. It's the only not at will state, and there is that requirement of giving a notice in writing. There are no circumstances with which employees are protected from dismissal. This is very different from much of the world, specifically the United States, but even countries generally countries that value, for example, pregnancy and things of that nature. Generally, they're protection for pregnant folks is probably the most universal employment protection there is. It seems to be, again, everywhere, but in Nigeria, it appears not to be the case. They also don't have special rules for mass terminations, which is unique. Again, most countries have specific rules, like under the Warren Act, for example. In the United States, there's quite a few. And in Venezuela, there's a requirement that you notify labor boards anytime you terminate anyone. And so that is quite unique to Nigeria. Well, it sounds like it's like a bit of a Wild West. I did want to talk on the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. It's a specialized court established to handle labor and industrial relations matters in Nigeria. It was created to provide an efficient and specialized forum for resolution of disputes regarding employment. And so it was created by the National Industrial Court Act number 6 of 1978, got amended a little bit later, about 30 years later, and it became fully operational in 2010. And it has exclusive jurisdiction over matters relating to labor and employment, including disputes between employers and employees. Very different from the United States, this tribunal operates on a national level and then has divisions across different states in Nigeria. In the United States, it's mostly state-based, although this does seem to mirror somewhat the National Labor Relations Board, which does have divisions that go based on regions. Similar to this, the court is ran by the president of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria, who is appointed by the president of Nigeria. And as a result, I imagine it's just like the United States, specifically the National Labor Relations Board, which means that it snips, snaps, it goes back and forth depending on who the president of the country is, and it causes a lot of confusion for everyone that is involved in the process. This article was provided by Bloomfield Law. They're an employment law firm in Nigeria, and the article is through Lexology. If you're interested in legal related matters, check out Lexology. They have an awesome system where they send you emails on a daily basis to update you on the newest legal matters. And you can choose whatever you'd like to dig into with respect to the law. And Lexology sends you really easy to read articles. This, of course, is not sponsored by Lexology. I dream of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Is this what actually happens in Nigeria? If you are an employee or an employer in Nigeria, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Bye, guys.